22 minutes.
We only have 22 minutes? Welcome to the Viking Victory Hour. About a half hour after we were supposed to start, we had some technical difficulty, joined by head coach Marcus Gaines, Jeff Thacker, who's listed first in the program for whatever reason over me. We were supposed to have a bunch of guests today, but we started late. How much time do we have?
How much time we got, Bill?
So hopefully we'll have an hour still.
How long do they want to go for? How long you want to go?
At least, let's get all the kids on, so as long as it takes about an hour, we'll get them all in.
Just don't worry about it.
Okay. Coach Gaines, welcome back here.
Good to see you.
You had a tough one in the opener, but 45-8 loss to Uniota. What do you take from that game?
Well, I think Unio's got a pretty good football team, a lot of experience at some real key spots. But I'm a firm believer that coaches lose games, players win games. So us coaches, we had a lot of conversations Saturday, and we've put together some things to try to right some things that we didn't do the right way. Because I thought our players played hard. They showed hard the whole time, and so we, us coaches have to clean some things up, and we'll be all right.
I thought you had you got three linemen in here today going to talk to us: Bowen Ward, Hunter Hoyt, and Luke Dimmel. And I thought you got good play from your freshman quarterback, or sophomore quarterback, Jace Moore.
Yeah, no, Jace was real solid. It's a rough night to be a quarterback. Never could get in a rhythm, and it didn't phase him. He stayed calm. He ran the offense, and he did make some plays. I mean, he went 7 for 9, and so he's got a career right now of
17 for 19.
Yeah, he's his career percentage is pretty good, and I do a lot of things in practice to try to throw him off, and I'll stand right beside him and yell or squirt water in his face, whatever it takes, and he stays calm, and he's going to be one heck of a quarterback. He's just he's in a process as a sophomore, his kind of growing into his body, learning the game, because this version of football that we're playing now, quarterback's got to manage 3 plays during a play actually.
And Jeff's going to ask you a couple questions about your next foe, which is Circleville.
Yeah, what do we know, Marcus?
So, we had a heck of a game with Circleville up there last year. It went down to the fourth quarter, and it could have been anybody's game till about 6 minutes to go in the game. They're more improved this year. They're wide open. They like to throw the ball around. Quarterback's very poised, has a great arm, good set of receivers, and then they're feisty up front. They're a good football team. They went over to Warren last week, which that's a heck of a drive for them,
Sure.
a couple-hour drive, and had a great game with Warren. They kind of jumped out on them early, and then Warren made a good game of it, and then Circleville came out on top right there at the end. So they're a quality football team, and we've really tried to focus on some fundamental things this week, and we're excited. The best thing when you lose a game on Friday night is the next Friday coming.
There you go. That's exactly right.
You got 3 home games in a row.
Yeah, no, that's going to be nice. And, our home games are great. We're bringing back the fireworks. And, our guys love to play at home in front of their friends and family. So we're super excited, to get comfortable here at home.
That's right. We got 3 guys here. 3 of your linemen here. What do you have anything you want to say about these?
Like I said last week, I'm just a privileged guy, to be able to coach at Benton County and get to hang out with guys like this. They're high quality young men, Luke, Hunter, and Bowen. And, Friday night, I'm inviting them, giving you official invitation because Bowen Ward's grandma's cooking. And I hear it's quite a meal.
I have eaten some of her food.
So you guys are officially invited at 3:30. We'll even let you go first in line if you stop by.
What time?
Talk about
3:30. Stop by and
We'll be there.
No, I like I said, these are great guys, and they do whatever we ask them. They play hard, work hard, and just great quality young men.
Before we go any further, we kind of got a studio here. They're building a studio, but this is kind of cool. They're going to hopefully have a media class for these kids, and it's great. And we thank Candace Walton, because without her today, we would have never gotten on the air. Our technical skills. Jeff's are fine. mine are non-existent. Marcus was plugging stuff in.
Yeah.
You got-
I was holding cords.
Yeah.
I was a cord holder. That might be an upgrade from you,
Yeah,
but
that's probably-
at least I'm a cord holder. You
Yeah,
know what I'm
probably.
saying?
We wouldn't let Bob touch
Yeah,
the cord.
Jeff
no.
officially let me handle the cord.
I
So.
thought you had really good play from your center spot too.
Yeah, well, I mean, White snapped the ball, had poise, and in week one, you always work in week one adversity, penalties and turnovers, and it was a pretty clean game in terms of,
Both.
we won the turnover battle, and special teams were pretty clean. It's like anything else, play here and there, that type of thing. But we're not an excuse crew; we're a get better crew. And Friday night we get an opportunity.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Who's the players to watch for in Circleville?
Like I said, the quarterback, and then they've got a couple of really good receivers. I think their center's high quality guy, gets off the ball well, but their quarterback and their receivers. Quarterback's just really good at running their offense, and he's real efficient, makes the right read. He's a pretty high quality guy.
Good. Well, which one of you guys want to talk first? Let's bring Luke up.
All right.
They,
Jeff,
they,
you got
they,
the T-shirt?
I gave it to you. So what'd you do with it?
Luke, we have a T-shirt for you. You're the
Hit of the game, first week.
Monroe Collision big hit of the game. So Luke's going to be on here. Put that on. Luke, thanks for coming up.
Thanks for having me.
Sorry we kept you waiting there for a while. He's one of the captains this year, along with Hunter. I know that. And what's that like to be a captain of the team?
Just leading the team and just showing the right thing to do all the time. Just making sure you guys are in line and doing what they need to do.
Do you find it hard to believe that you're a senior and this is your 4th year of playing high school football?
Yeah, it kind of hit me hard after that first game. I was like, man, this is last first game. So
And I think you used to have a coach named Bob Grillo. And
I did.
Hopefully I didn't mess you up too bad because I had you at fullback, and now you're a lineman now.
well,
Might have grown a little bit since he was a fullback, you reckon?
just a little bit.
Just a little bit. So anyway, I think I coached with your dad. That was a fun time, and I think our trip down to Rock Hill when we walked on that field. What is it like being
Yeah.
in the NFL? That's a beautiful field.
It was scary.
Yeah,
It was definitely like my heart was beating.
That's right. That's right. I think you had a couple nice carries that game, but you had a tough first game. How's the team regrouping from the first game?
Just getting back into like our groove and doing what we need to do as a team, working together. That's been a big thing this week. Just binding together as a team to play better.
And you're kind of a young team. You got some seniors, but it's very, very, very difficult. So Jeff's going to do some sound stuff here. Okay. How's that? Is that better? Okay. Hopefully you can hear us. So anyway, Luke, you got these two guys here. What's it like playing on a line with Bowen and Hunter?
I mean, on defense, it's definitely a world changer. You got Bowen putting pressure on the backside, so everything's flowing to me, and you got Hunter clogging up the middle every single play. It's like, man, how much better could it get,
Yeah.
Like you got two of the biggest linemen in the TVC and Southeastern Ohio, really.
No doubt. No doubt.
Some of the best, the biggest. It's awesome, really.
What are your plans, Luke, when you get out of school?
I plan to go run heavy equipment in the union.
Good. That's
So-
good. That's good. And going to Buckeye Hills, right?
Yep.
Buckeye Hills. Okay. What are you studying there?
Welding.
That's good. That's good. I have a lot of accidents with my car, so I'll call you to fix them up. Jeff's a good driver, though. He doesn't have any, right?
Yeah, we don't let Bob drive.
Yeah. All right. Well, Lucas, thank you, sir.
Thank you.
All right. Who wants to
Thank
go
you.
next?
Buddy.
Hunter will
Take care.
come up. Jeff, you got one question I think you want to ask.
Yeah,
Hunter
I've got to
about.
ask Hunter
I know
my
you gotta
question.
ask him one question.
I get to ask Hunter a question.
This is Hunter Hoyt, and I also used to coach Hunter back in the day. I didn't mess you up too bad, did I, Hunter?
Oh, no.
It was fun coaching you. So, Jeff's got a question for you.
Yeah, Hunter, I want to know what was big enough to give you a concussion.
I ain't sure. The helmet came off. Well,
Oh, okay. Well, that has a lot to do
Was
with
it
it.
a guy? I can't imagine a guy giving.
I got double teamed, and the guard hit me in the side and took my helmet off.
I would have figured it taken more than two guys to give you a concussion.
Yeah, I thought maybe somebody hit you with a truck or something.
Yeah. So Hunter, you're playing both sides of the ball. Which side do you like better, offense or defense?
Defense.
Defense.
Yeah.
Okay. And you're playing nose guard. And it's a 3-man front, right? And then on offense, you're playing one of the tackle spots, right?
Yep.
Okay. And What do you want to see this team accomplish this year?
I want to beat TVC again.
Jeff, you got any other questions for Hunter?
Let me think about it. You caught me off guard. So you're playing a three-man flank. You're nose guard, right?
Yep.
So what does it feel like knowing full well that most plays you're going to get double teamed?
I love it.
Do you?
I love getting double teamed.
Okay.
I can't stand getting cut. I love double team.
Okay.
No, you wrestled, right?
Yeah.
How does wrestling help you in football?
Got me more flexible, faster. I didn't really compete in wrestling. I just worked out with them.
And low wins in football.
Oh, yeah.
And that teaches you how to get low. Now, you had Marcus in football and in wrestling. People have told me that if you wrestle for Marcus, that if you go into the military's a piece of cake because Marcus is half insane with his training. Is that right?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
But in a good way. I coach with Marcus. I know what he's like. So.
Yeah, it's not easy.
Yeah. And who is the line coach this year?
Garth Fry.
Brian. Garth played at, I believe, Ohio Wesleyan. So Garth's a good guy. So
Yeah.
you got a lot of coaches. You got them back from last year. So hopefully you guys will get this thing right. Did anybody you want to send a shout out to?
No, I don't think so.
What do you want to do when you get out of high school?
I want to be a mechanic.
Mechanic? Okay, that's good. That's good. Again, like I said, I have a lot of wrecks with my car, so I'll come and see you. So that's good. Hunter, always a pleasure. Always enjoyed coaching you. We talk about you a lot in the radio.
Thank you.
So that's good. All right. Bring up Bowen Ward now. All right. Let's see if we can hear now. Okay. That's good. All right. It's good. We're having some trouble with the sound. So now we got Bowen. Bowen, good having you.
Yep.
Thank you. So, and, you look just like your dad, Gabe, when Gabe was in school. Don't you think, Jeff?
Oh, I think so. I've known Bone since he's a little kid.
So your grandma's going to cook for the team, is that right?
Yep.
And she's pretty – what are we having?
Fried chicken, noodles, mashed potatoes.
That's awesome. And Jeff and I are invited.
How did you convince her to do this?
I don't know. She just said she's going to do it one
She'd
day.
do it. There you
Yeah.
go.
Bowen, you played last year, but you got hurt the first game and you were out, right?
Well, I played 2 games and
Two
I got
games.
hurt.
So
Luke actually hurt me that Thursday
Luke
before
did.
the next game.
Luke did.
It's Luke's fault.
Yeah,
Um,
it was-
I don't – we're getting clues. Audio.
More?
Up. Okay. All right. We got our audio up about as much as we can. Bowen, you're also playing basketball.
yeah.
And on the basketball team, there's not much size other than you. Is that right?
No.
So you'll be
Not really.
playing in the post?
Yep. That's the plan.
How tall are you?
6'3".
Does your dad ever teach you how to rebound? Because he was maybe the most ferocious rebounder I've ever seen.
Not really. He's lazy now.
Oh, my.
Oh, there might have went to dinner from Grandma.
Yeah, you might be last in line. So you're back this year. What would you like to see the team do this year?
I don't know. Win.
Win, just win. So after that first game, everybody's probably down a little bit. Everybody back, ready to roll this week.
Yep.
Coach Gaines probably gave you a good pep talk and everybody else, right?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, that's good. That's good. Anybody you want to send a shout out to?
No.
All right. Well, thank you for coming. We appreciate it. Jeff, anything else for?
Nope.
All right. Thank you, Bowen. All right. These guys can leave here. And I know we're having some technical difficulties. Is the sound any better now, guys? Yep. And Luke, let's get a hit right here. Luke Dimmel with the Monroe collision. Big hit of the game. Just hold that shirt up. All right. There he is. Big hit of the game. Congratulations, Luke. All right. We're going to bring in some of the cross country people now. And see, we should have 3 of them. And
I see 3.
let's start with 3. I'm going to bring up a person I've known, and I coached her in football, along with these 2 guys. And that's Alyssa Beckner. Always a pleasure to have Alyssa. Alyssa and I go way back. And
She still admits to knowing you, which is
I got to sit here and
scares me
tell
just
you,
a bit.
I've met a lot of kids in my time being a coach here, which is well over 40 years, and a judge, and just being a radio person. And this kid right here is like my all-time favorite. So glad to have you.
Thank you, Bob.
So she's a kid. Let me just tell you a little bit about her. I don't even need to have any notes in front of me because I know her. She plays 4 sports: basketball, cross country, tennis. Does those at the same time, and track.
Yep.
So, and she works, and she has an associate degree from Rio Grande. It doesn't get much better than that. How do you fit all that stuff in?
Time management, it's really a lot. It takes a lot to get it all in. I really have to know, like, my schedule, what I'm doing each day, each week, every month. it's kind of like it's down pat.
And you're going to go into the Coast Guard when you get out of here. is
Yes,
that right?
sir.
So you want to be in the military, and I have no doubt she will do a great job in the military. Jeff, you got some questions for him?
I'm guessing since she wants to go into the military, obviously she's great at organization from what she has already.
Yes, sir.
So, and I know you're going to use the military to try to pay the GI Bill to pay for your college, right? And I always told Coach Jones in basketball that this is the most fit kid in the school because no one works out more than this kid. You have a barn you work out in. And
Yeah,
stuff
I
like
go to Titletown every morning.
that? Yeah, and we talked about that all the time. We would have plank competitions in the gym, and she would just wipe the floor with me all the time. So. You have just a wonderful cross country coach in Coach K. What would you like to say about Coach K?
Coach K, he's the man. He has everything organized. Like this week, it's really hot, so he made it available for us to either go in the morning or go in the evening, so wouldn't overheat and probably die. He's a really great coach, and he really cares about everyone on the team. He says, it doesn't matter. I don't care how fast you run. I just care how hard you work, and I really appreciate that about him.
In my opinion, the best coach in the school, and the day that guy moved to Vinton County is one of the best days ever in the history of our county.
Definitely.
So, played basketball for me. How was that experience?
Oh, it's a great time. Bob's a great coach. He's one of the best coaches in the county.
I didn't tell her to say that, but that's
He did. He paid me.
I was going to say, I saw monies change hands here
Yeah.
somewhere.
I did.
It was when we shook hands. He slipped me
I
a
just
20.
slipped
Yeah,
it
there you
through.
go.
That's it. But it's just you guys were a great team, and I had the 5 seniors this year, so still there playing, and it'll be a fun year. So I know you like cross country probably the best, right?
Yeah, I love it. I started last year. Last year was my first year, and I fell in love with it. I just it's about improving yourself, and then also working as a team to achieve something more than everyone on the team and yourself. So I really like that.
And tennis you play at the same time. How does that work?
Well, it's complicated. Sometimes I have to run in the morning if we have a tennis match at night. And then if we have cross on the same day as tennis, I normally have to go to tennis because I'm on a team. I play doubles. So just managing my practice times and getting stuff in on my own if I'm missing one thing or the other.
What happens if you have a conflict with games? Do you have one that you choose as your primary sport?
I normally choose tennis because I play doubles with Darcy, and I don't want to leave her by herself.
And you played with Olivia Salyer a couple years ago.
Yeah, we were really good. I really like playing with her.
I would see her. She's my neighbor, and she would say, "I just love that kid. What a great teammate to have in her." So you get to run with these guys some too. So how's that work?
Oh, they're great. I try to keep up with them, but I can't.
No. And you're going to go to the Coast Guard. And what are you going to miss most about high school here?
High school, I'm just gonna miss the community. The people. I enjoy being around everyone because it's like a big family here. Everyone knows everyone. Everyone's always really supportive of all the sports teams and every activity or extracurricular that's here.
Do you remember playing football for me when I took you to the Oak Hill game?
Oh yeah,
How'd you like that?
that was fun. I love football. I wish I could still play. Well, not now, but in middle school. But my parents wouldn't let me.
I kept giving you the ball because you were the only one getting you positive yardage for me that game. So it was good. It was good. So anyway, always a pleasure to have Alyssa Beckner here.
Thank you, Bob.
So we won't talk
Yeah.
about some of the pregame rituals that we have, or the right before at the free throw line. Right? We won't bring those up. It's good, the whole team, so it's good. So let's bring up Jackson next. Another 4-sport guy. Thank you, Alyssa. So we got Jackson Walker. Jackson,
He's
Good
come
s-
to visit.
good seeing you here. So I see Jackson all over. He's another 4-sport guy: track, cross country, wrestling, and baseball. And I know your favorite sport is probably baseball, right?
Yeah,
And why don't we just ask you what's your least favorite sport?
cross country.
Cross country. I know you came out this year a little bit late, but you're out just to help the team pretty much, right?
Yeah. I want us to do good, win the DVC, get a three-peat going, but at the same time, it's also just like a self-improvement for me, too. Like, I've been to district since my freshman year in regionals, too. I'm a 3-time placer in districts, and it wouldn't be possible without my teammates and Coach K.
Oh, Coach K is the best. Would you agree with that? He's the best.
He really is the best coach. He's been there for me.
He's great. He's great. And his kids, you know, he's had sent kids on to the highest levels, Division I runners all over the place. And his kids, the cross country team has by far the best grade point in the whole school.
Oh, yes.
And that's important. Go
Yes,
ahead.
absolutely so. Well, I get to hear about his escapades and his progress in baseball and everything because his mother works upstairs above me, so I get filled in all the time on what's going on with him.
And I know in baseball, you guys will be seniors this year. You should have a pretty good year. You've been pretty young the last couple of years.
Yeah, I think so. I think we'll improve this year for sure. I think the talent's there. We just got to come together as a team.
And you didn't play Legion this year. Probably didn't have time, right?
I didn't have time. Just
Didn't
worked
have
all
time.
summer.
No, that's right.
Yeah.
That's right. Where'd you work at?
Greenbright Lawn Care.
Oh, that's cool. Okay.
And then I also have my own stuff. I mow my own yards too.
Okay, so you work for my relative,
Ja-
Everett's. Tim.
Jason and Tim.
Yeah, Jason.
Yeah.
They're not really my relatives, but they call me Uncle Bob because we're kind of married in each other's families, so it's okay. So you ever get to see his chimp,
Oh yeah.
Ziggy?
Yeah.
Okay.
Got to see Ziggy.
Yeah.
Gotta see Ziggy. All right. So what's your plans for when you get out of school, Jackson?
I'd like to go in the construction field. I want to maybe do the program at Buckeye Hills, heavy equipment operator. If I end up not doing that, though, I've been offered by two companies, Danbert and Miller Brothers, to come work for them.
That'd be awesome. That'd be awesome. So that would be just get right into the workforce. That'd be great. So anybody you want to send a shout out to?
I don't think so.
No one?
My family and my friends, they just been there through me for every sport, especially my mom and dad coming to wrestling meets at, weigh-ins at 6 a.m. in the morning.
Wrestling meets last a while.
Yeah, from 6 to 6.
We're going to try to broadcast a wrestling meet. We don't know a match. We don't know anything about it other than the cage thing where they throw chairs, but we'll learn. We'll
All
learn,
right.
right, Jeff?
Oh, sure.
Yeah. So we'll do that. Thank you, Jackson.
Thank you.
Thanks,
Thanks,
Jackson.
Jeff.
Next, we'll have Mr. Boyd coming up, and this will be Samuel Boyd. We interviewed Samuel last year when he qualified to go to the state. Samuel, thank you, sir. We'll get your mic on. Samuel, probably outside of Mitch Bentley, no one's ever had a better career here in cross country, Jeff.
I think that's
History of our
right.
School. Would you agree with that?
I would agree with that wholeheartedly.
And this year you just had a meet with how many? 400 some people where you got first?
We had 166 in our
I'm
race.
just giving you the benefit. Now they added 300 to it. And how'd that feel winning that?
I mean, it felt nice. It's always nice when you get the chance to win a race.
Where was that at?
It was at Wellston.
Wellston. Okay. And you guys have a lot of other meets coming around. This summer you had a great opportunity to go to a running camp in Colorado. Is that right?
Yeah, it was Jim Ryan's running camp in Colorado.
And how Jim Ryan was my hero as a kid, and when he ran the sub 4-minute mile. How is Jim Ryan in real life?
He's so nice. Like, he's so open and inviting, and always he's trying to share everything he can to help you out.
And did he run with you?
He did not, no.
Yeah, he's probably, what, in his 70s now?
I think he's been doing the running camp for 50 years, so I think he's 80 or
He's
older.
80. I saw the picture of you. He looks pretty young still, so that's good. And I saw you and Alyssa and somebody else running the other morning. You guys are up at the crack of dawn. I'm walking my dog on your course, trying not to do anything to your course, but I had my dog with you. But very impressive you guys are up that early in the morning running. That's something Coach K gives you a couple options, right?
Sure.
Yeah, this week it was so hot, so we had the option to come in at 5:45 and run, get a workout in before school, and it was a lot nicer to be running 65 degrees instead of 95.
Absolutely. And Jeff, you had talked to him about his plans for the future.
Yeah, and I mean, just listening to all these guys talk about their cross country is, look at the dedication up at 5:45 to run, of all things, But what's next? Where do we go from here?
I don't know, just applying to college. I'm not quite sure what I want to do yet. Maybe business, entrepreneurship,
Okay.
law, something.
Oh, law, you can get it.
Come and
Not
see
any
me.
other
Come and see me. Come and see me. Is any running possibly in your future, or don't know yet?
I don't think I'm gonna run at college, but I might do some running on the side. Definitely do some lifting and stuff.
That's good. That's good. And that's great about your future plans. And I'm confident you're like a 4-point student, right? I don't even know that, but I bet you are.
Yeah.
And it's amazing that cross country over the years has had the highest grade point of any program around. And I think one year they had 35 runners, and I think 32 had 3 5s or above, which is an incredible thing because it is, when it all gets down to it, it's graduating, doing something with your life and that. So That's good. So you want to do business. Don't want to be a doctor like your dad?
No, I don't think so.
Don't think so. Okay, that's good. So that's awesome. That's awesome. And you have a younger sister who's running pretty well too, is my understanding.
Yeah, she won the race at Wellston this weekend, so that was
She's
nice.
a 8th grader.
Yeah.
Is that right? That's awesome. That's awesome. What do you think about running with these girls like Alyssa Beckner and you have been around, like, I don't want to say forever, but for a long time. So you're going to miss all the kids that you ran with, and you know, the boys and the girls and Jackson. You guys are all going to be. You're senior this year, Jackson. So you guys are all seniors. Is that right?
Yeah, I mean, one of the best parts of coming out is just being able to see people, run with people. It's always better to have a running buddy than running by yourself.
That's right. Do you ever did you try to train Coach Jones when he had the match against Coke, or did you try to train him? Because he needed some training with that.
I did not. I didn't even know it was happening until
Oh,
we
he
were
had-
at practice and they were running.
Yeah, he had that. The first year he kind of got smoked, but he was an ex-cross country runner, but I think he trained for the next one. So you might want, if he has another one, you might want to go out and train him a little bit. So sorry, Coach. I know I'm your assistant. I'm just trying to dog you a little bit. It's okay. Jeff, you got anything else for
You may want to train him more than a little bit.
Yeah.
Start now.
Jeff, you got anything else for Samuel?
Well, at some point in time, this is an individual sport, but yet it's a team sport. At some point in time, do you get to a place that it's like, okay, I'm hitting this wall, I need to do more? Or do you just say, no, I've just got to overcome and go?
Like in the middle of a race, like when you, a lot of it is never thinking that you're like about to die, because if you think that, then it's already over.
Makes sense.
So you do have a special diet you do? Or you
Not
just
really.
eat what you want?
My mom cooks for me. She's great.
That's good. That's good. And you don't watch calorie intakes and all that stuff like a wrestler then?
Not
Okay.
really.
Well, running kind of burns it off you, so that's good. And I mean, what's your goals this year? State again?
Yeah. Well, my big goal is breaking 15:30 because I've improved about 40 seconds every year, so that'd be about 45.
So what are you at right now?
I've only run a couple races, but I've 16, 15,
You'll
16
get there.
teens.
You'll get there.
Yeah.
You'll get faster with time. So you like running in the hotter weather or the real cool stuff more as a
Well, I think the best like temperature for running is like 60s, but I much prefer summer practice over winter practice because winter you have to look at the forecast, get all your stuff on, take your gloves on and off 50 times.
Exactly. Well, thank you. We appreciate you, Samuel. Thank you, sir.
Yeah,
My
thanks for
second
having
time
me.
interviewing him. That's great. So see if we can go get Marcus back out
Marcus left.
here. Oh, he did?
Yes. He had to go.
Oh, Saturday we got a big meet here. Which one of you guys knows the time schedule here for this week? Somebody come back up. We'll bring up Alyssa. And I was going to come and watch Alyssa.
Now, you knew she would know.
No, I was.
Was there any
get Alyssa
doubt
to
that
get-
she
get
would
Alyssa
know?
To get this back on here. Marcus has left. We appreciate it. We're going to try to bring in different teams every week and different things. And again, a media class start. We might introduce Candace here in a minute. Let her talk about that. What time's the meet this week? And it's here.
Yeah, the meet's here at Vinton County. It starts at middle school boys start at 9, and then after that it's middle school girls, and then high school girls start at 10, then high school boys after that.
And I came to watch you Saturday because I thought the meet was here. I come out here, I'm all excited. I get here at 10, and there's no one here, and it was in Wellston. But I saw that you placed first among the Vinton County girls. Is that
Yeah,
right?
I placed 5th out of 105 over there.
Okay, well, that's great. So everybody come out because if you've never seen a cross-country meet, it's pretty special. You got all these teams coming together, all these colors, and it's fun. It's a wonderful thing. And this is probably the best course to watch because you can see most of the course on it here with the high
Yeah.
practice field. Well, thank you.
Thank you,
Appreciate
Bob.
it. Okay.
It's supposed to be a little cooler Friday, too, I think, or Saturday. So
Yeah.
that might help a little.
So we're going to bring in Layla Tucker, who is in the media class. Is that right, Candace? She's in the media class. So Layla, trying to get her to play basketball.
Have you talked her into it yet?
Well, no, she tells me she can't dribble, and I said it's okay.
Doesn't
It's
matter.
all good. Layla, thank you for coming over.
Thanks.
So, and Layla is in the media class. Jeff, why don't you ask her a couple of questions about the media class?
So where do you start in a media class? What's the beginning?
It's actually more of a journalism class.
Oh,
Okay.
journalism,
Well,
media, it's
messed
kind of
that
the
up.
same thing. Kind of the
It's
same
okay.
thing.
So let's go back to where do you start in a journalism class?
We have yearbook and we have newspaper. It's all one classes combined now, so we all kind of work towards the same goal. We do the fall sports program, winter sports program, that kind of
Okay.
stuff.
So you make us look good when we get the names right, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
You're a junior, Layla, is that right?
Yeah, I am.
Okay, so do you like the journalism class?
No, it's my favorite class.
And you got a great teacher there in Candace.
Yeah, she's wonderful.
She's great with this. We would have never gotten the air if it wasn't for her. But what do you want to do when you get out of school?
I want to go to the union. I want to be a welder.
It's awesome.
Oh, yeah?
Wants to be a welder. That's good. You know, they say if you go to South or North Dakota, you can make a ton of money as a welder, but it's real cold there.
Yeah.
You can make a ton of money anywhere being a welder.
Yeah.
Anywhere.
Yeah, we're going to have a new program here, I think, and it's going to be audio. It's going to be a welding program. Yes,
Oh,
we're
that's
gonna
right. They have that at
welding
the
program at the
old high
Benton
school.
County High School, and they've worked on that all summer, and it's beautiful. Is that you going to try to do that there at the new high school? Or?
I'm thinking about doing it next year,
That's awesome. That's awesome. So
or I might go to Buckeye Hills after
Buckeye Hills.
high school.
Okay, that's awesome. That's awesome.
So you're a sophomore?
No, I'm a junior.
You're a junior? Okay.
So that's good. Yeah, the welding program will be great. I know they put a lot of time and money on it. It's right behind the old football field. So that's awesome. That's awesome. Anything you want to say? Any shout outs to anybody?
My family.
Oh, that's good. That's good. Well, thank you for coming up. Thank you.
Thanks.
She's helping us with the program today. So we're gonna bring Candace. Gonna bring Candace Coleman up here. Come on, Candace is she's the
That
one
would be
puts-
Candace Walton.
Candace Walton. Come on, Candace.
I don't know who Candace Coleman is.
Candace Walton. I'm sorry. It was Candace Campbell. So I got
That's
that
better.
mixed up. Well, Candace put that on. We wouldn't have been on the air if it wasn't for Candace today, but Candace took care of us, and this is a great thing that you have, and you've trying to get all the kids from all the different sports and all the different activities involved. So thank you for that.
Yeah, you're definitely welcome. I think the one thing I'd said before getting on air and doing all this was I didn't want to get on air,
Well,
but
we had to get you on. We wouldn't have been on air if it wasn't for you today.
yeah, always going to be technical difficulties and things, but I think that's the exciting thing when it comes to these multimedia journalism programs and things. You have to start somewhere. I think that, learning through it is what is really important right now, and that's what the students are getting to see firsthand. So I think it's really nice just the experience that they're getting, both in the hallway and then kind of turning news stories, pictures, and things into now being able to see it in a different platform with the streaming and stuff. And it's also nice that they're really getting to learn from you guys who have had many years on air and also
You're learning
very
that we have
familiar.
troubles getting on the air every day.
What they've learned today is don't do what we do.
Oh, no.
And Candace, you did journalism and newspaper and yearbook right now, and the hopes is to do what?
Yeah, so I've been with the yearbook program for about a decade, so it's been pretty fun. Our yearbook is called the Vintonian Yearbook. It's been a class itself, and we typically produce about 100 and some page collar yearbook. It's all student produced. So they go out, they do the news coverage, they'll do the pictures and everything, and then they paginate. We use a lot of InDesign as our software and Encore programs. So they're kind of getting the full rounded perspective. The exciting part last week, our yearbook came in. So we've spent the past couple of days just kind of sorting, getting them ready for student distribution, and that's going to go out on Friday. And then we also had to hit the year running with the fall sports program. That's about a 60-some page production each year. The students really value it, though. I think it's nice because we do the student interviews, we host a media day at the start of school, and we get all of that together. This year we added a newspaper to the class, so that way it's all just kind of a whole well-rounded program. We're kind of exploring what our options with that. We're thinking of maybe going digital. We've typically done each 9 weeks, and we give every student in the high school a free newspaper. We've really valued it just staying hard copy, so that way they have it, something that they can keep with them. And then this year we have been kind of dabbling in some streaming and stuff, so it's exciting because we're just learning in the early stages, but I'm anxious to kind of see what's going to come with that. We have Layla, Tucker, and Natalie Zinn here tonight.
Can't get Natalie to talk.
Yeah, I was going to say, maybe next week she'll come on, but they've definitely done a really good job. They've been handling Student of the Week, and we added in some video interviews and things with that, so
Braden
that's
West
been fun.
last week, right?
Yeah, I was going to say he was our senior that was the Student of the Week, so he gave them a really good interview and stuff,
Great
and you have to
choice,
get on the
great
school
choice.
website and check it out.
And Jeff is, it's my understanding, they're going to try to get a media, maybe TV class in here. Is that right? And build a studio. So talk
That's
about
what I hear.
Yeah,
She'll
I was
know more
going to
about it
say
than me.
we're in a new space today, so we are in one of the rooms that's off of the media center. So we've kind of just been exploring our options in here. It's a little bit better sound control, and we can set up something a little more permanent. That way, when we want to do student interviews, or we've even explored doing some maybe student podcasts as extension activities with some of our lessons here in the school. So there's just some cool things that we're trying to explore right now that could be nice offerings for our students.
It'd be kind of nice. Some high schools have their own like little radio station too. That would be kind of cool.
Yeah, I was going to say, and I think we already have some pretty great hosts that have been at it for a long
You
time.
have some
So,
you have some characters here that would be good. And
yeah.
obviously, you're exploring the stream. Jeff and I have drowned in this stream so far.
Yes, so far.
So, but it's been okay. So, we really appreciate this, and we're going to try to do mostly football right now, but we're going to try to get all the sports in here. And we apologize to everyone for our late start. We appreciate the crew from Total Media getting
Yeah.
us on, and our sponsor Cottle Shipping, who's been great. So,
Well,
Jeff?
I think there's talk, and I can't confirm right this minute, but I think there's talk that we're going to try to keep doing a coaches show throughout.
Throughout the year,
Yeah,
and that's
so-
through basketball, and also we got volleyball, we got golf, and right now golf's having a great season in both boys and girls sport. We'll try to get them on, and volleyball is like a football, kind of a young squad. We'll try to get them on. Caitlin
Sure.
Carper, and we'll try to get all the coaches and stuff on, and some of the players. And Candace has been helping us with that, and we'll try to get all those on. Maybe some cheerleaders, some of the band people,
Yeah.
et cetera, because it's all everybody's important.
I agree.
Everything's the most
Absolutely.
important.
I think that's one of the nice things about being just a one county school district, and an appropriate name for the show being Viking Victory, because I think there's a lot of wonderful things to celebrate both here in the county and within our school system.
That's exactly right.
And I think it's going to be nice to have student journalists kind of on the front line being able to
Right.
report that and
That'll be great.
highlighting the positives.
Yeah.
Well, we've already had a suggestion from Marcus that we do a on the field reporting type of thing. So maybe we can work that out with some
Yeah.
of the kids.
I was going to say, Layla, she's done a great job with the photography and things, so she does. She can get down there on the football field and
We'll
take
get you
the
a
pictures.
mic and
and
you go down there and interview people and things like
Yeah.
that. So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Marcus also wants to have Ask Bob a question segment, but Bob can't give legal advice. So people are going to be asking me all kinds of legal questions. So I can't.
Some of the things that we get text to us
Yeah,
during a
the
game, we may not
yeah.
want to do a live.
Exactly. So anything else, Candace?
No, I think that's really it. I was going to say, I think it's so far, learning for all of us at week 2, and I think it's exciting to see what's going to come in week 3, let alone where we are at the end of football season.
There you go. We'll
Yeah.
see what happens.
Yeah.
Thank you, Candace. Appreciate
Yeah,
it.
thank you guys, and go Vikes.
Thanks. Jeff, you got anything else tonight?
I think that's going to wrap it up for about tonight, Bob. We again apologize tremendously that we were had so many problems getting on. It's a learning curve.
New equipment, really technical new equipment.
Yeah, and I mean, these young people, Candace and all, stepped right in and started helping us and all that. It's a little different for older gentlemen like Bob and I to have to work with this stuff, but we're getting it.
And Corbin from Total Media, we thank you today for all your
Yeah,
help.
he's done a great job too.
All right, Jeff, go ahead.
Well, for tonight, again, join us Friday night. That game will not only be on the radio, it will also be streamed. So,
Provided we can get it on.
providing we can get it on, and I think we will. One of the guys will be with us. So, for Bob Grillo, Jeff Thacker saying good night, God bless.